Hey guys, how you guys doing on this Friday evening? Hope everyone is well. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get with the progress video on my 1972 Peterbilt 359 Coca Cola truck. And let's start off with the chassis here. Just kept the chassis basic, just painted it a black color. Nothing special since it's a company tractor. So fuel tanks were done in aluminum with black black straps. Excuse me. It's just the fifth wheel fell off. There's the drive axles with your drive lines and your brake backing plates and your spring brake chambers. This one here on the right I gotta fix, it's loose. There's your air tanks there and battery box here on the left. And there's your passenger fuel tank. In fact, we'll go ahead and flip it around here. Okay, there's your your passenger fuel tank there. So it's got the steps on it. I did the shock absorbers in yellow, and I think they stand out pretty nicely. Okay, there's your wheels. Nothing special. I did detail the lug nuts on it, painted them black. Same with the drives. Looks really good. It would have been nice if this truck came with the rear hubcaps. That would have been awesome, like the Kenworth W925 kit comes with. That would have made it nice, but that's okay. I really dig the earlier Peterbilt chassis. I like the cab support. Remember how it goes up like this, and it's got the multiple holes in it. It's a pretty neat design. I always thought it was. There's your other air tank above the battery box. Batteries are in there. I didn't do anything with them since they won't be shown. So, all right, there's your pogo stick for the airlines. Let's see, what else do I need to do here with this interior? Chassis. Okay, there's your front bumper with your Oklahoma license plate, and I also did the rear plate there too. There's your mud flaps. They came out really nice. Yeah, definitely what you expect for an older Peterbilt. So that's the chassis for you. Let's go on to the interior. The interior, I kept it basic. I did a black leather interior with the leather brown insert panels on the door panels. I did some leather brown seats. Kept it pretty basic. The dash, of course, I painted in body color because back then that's how they were doing them. It's just a metal dash, late 60s, early 70s, and of course that white steering wheel with the Pete logo on the horn button, and there's your pedals down there, your hand parking brake. I like the previous Peterbilt 359 I did almost 2 years ago. I used the dash decals. Why not? They look really good. That insert piece that goes above the small bottom window there, it fell out. I got to put that back in, so we'll do that for final assembly. And of course there's your firewall. Nothing spectacular, kept it real basic. I did some weathering on it, some dirt and such, and of course on the underside of the floorboard there. So that's the interior. Oh yeah, no, real quick, I'll show off the shift lever there. So we've got a nice shift lever. The boot was painted in a black. I like the what I do like about these older 359s, I like how they got that Peterbilt logo on the upper part of the floorboard there. You can just kind of barely make it out there. The shift lever's the way it should have been, just chrome. Of course, the splitter there, the air splitter with the airline running down in the front, I detailed that as well. So yeah, that's the interior. I'm pretty happy with it. It looks like a Peterbilt would back then. Let's show off the motor. The engine is a 318 Detroit Diesel 8V71 naturally aspirated. Because this is a work truck and it's fairly new, I just did some minimal weathering to it. No heavy rust or anything, just on the manifolds. Manifolds actually look pretty realistic. I just added some grime, no oil leaks or anything, because like I say, it's got low miles, so it's not even broken in. The air compressor I painted black just so it'll stand out from the rest of the engine. There's your alternator. I feel like the alternator could be a lot better detail than it is. It's very plain and basic, you know. There's your I guess that's your, either that's your oil fill back there. I don't think so, because that's the oil filler right there. So I'm gonna say dipstick. I don't know, it's a little confusing. There's your fuel filter, oil filter, starter motor. Okay, and then of course there's your transmission filter there. Transmission's a little dirty too. So yeah, you know, like I said, nothing major. It's a work truck, and it's fairly new, low miles. So I thought that was the best I should do to it. Okay, the old Screaming Jimmy, as they call him. Actually brings back memories of when I was a kid, because I rode Crown school buses, and I remember those screaming Detroits that they had in those Crown school buses, man. Oh, I can hear that sound in my head, you know. So yeah, very good memory I have. Those have the pancake 671s in them. So yeah, and I did not know, actually, back then. I had no idea that the engine was under the floorboard. I thought it was in the back. That's really where I thought it was. I had no idea. And then I learned later that most of the engines were mid-floor and right under the floorboard. So, yep, that's the motor. Let's check out the cab. Cab is a two-tone color, red. The red with the white roof. I went ahead and, I don't know, I like the look on the older semis with the rooftop air conditioner. So that's the rooftop unit there. White roof with the your marker lights and your horns. Just looks really good. The reason why it's dirty right there is because I had some, I guess I got a little bit of paint on my finger, and I touched it, and then it just stuck on there. I tried to clean it off, wouldn't come off. It adds character, so I'm not even going to worry about it. The windows, for the most part, were not too much of a problem, except for the passenger window. That one gave me some issues. I tried to clean them off as good as I could. I could do a little touch up on the vent window pillars there. So yeah, there's your lube refiner, and of course there's the Coca Cola decals on the doors. There's your old style door handles that the older tractors had. Okay, there's the back. Now there was a little bit of you know, overspray that got past the tape, but I'm not going to worry about it back here, because once the sleeper is mated to it, you can't even see it, and it'll be up high, so it'll never be seen. Only you and I can see it, so not at all worried about it. There's the passenger side of the cab. There's your little bottom window there. There's your air cleaner with the rubber duct, you know, the that rubber connector right there that connects to the main duct. Okay, and there's your other logo, your Coca-Cola logo on it. So yeah, there's your sun visor done in the same red. The red that I used is actually the same red that I did my AMT Coca-Cola 77 Ford Econoline van. It's a Krylon. I use it. It's a common color that I use on a lot of my builds when I do red. It's it'll come to me. It's Krylon Gloss Red Pepper. That's the color that I used. So here's the hood. I gave it a fleet number 8712. There's your reflectors, your turn signals. I was trying to blackwash the grill, and it just didn't come out that great. I'll try to do more, but you can just kind of see where it didn't want to get down in the middle there. So it doesn't look terrible, but like I said, it could look a lot better. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it. I'm happy with it. It'll be going up on top of my shelf in my bedroom above our TV. I'll be making the trailer, the Coca-Cola trailer, that will be mated to it right after this one's done. So you'll get to see both. There's the fender mud flaps is what I was trying to say. There's the mud flaps there. So yeah, the hood came out pretty well. All right, now let's get to the sleeper. So on the sleeper was actually a lot easier to do, because the roof is a separate piece. So I just painted the roof separately, and then I did the rest of the sleeper without it. And yeah, that's how it came out. Looks really good. I detailed the little door handles and the vent covers that you can pop out. And then of course I added the Coca Cola decals on it, the real thing and the little Coca Cola logo. And then I did the information on the bottom there, and of course the state, I think they're identification stickers. I'm not too sure what those individual state stickers were for. I think they're for state tax or something. If anybody knows, you can go ahead and comment and tell me what those are, because I totally forgot. But yeah, that's the right side, nothing too special. So yeah, that's the sleeper. Oops, gotta be careful, I don't want to break nothing. So yeah, that's the sleeper. So that's basically it for all the major stuff. Got the radiator done like they would back then, just aluminum colored. And then of course the surge tank I painted black in the bottom. I just thought it would look neat. So yeah, that's your radiator. And then of course here's your exhaust collector pipes. I'll give those a little light dusting. Let's see, this is your front drive line that comes out of the transmission, and it will go on the other side here. So once I get the engine in, I can get this installed and then get the engine completely installed. So yes, let's see, here's the intake. Yep, there's the intake pipe there. You can see the rubber connector I detailed in flat black, and of course the ending part there that connects to the blower I did in the Detroit diesel Alpine green, like it would have been. Yeah, I have a little bit of a focus issue. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I'm happy with how that came out. It's basically how it needs to be, really. Let's see, this is the little I guess it's an air duct that goes from the rooftop unit into the sleeper roof. That's what that is. And then of course there's your 3 radiator hoses, 2 of them top, 1 bottom. And last but not least that I wanted to show off were these, oh, I forget what they call it. They're like little filler pieces. Gotta see what those are. I'll tell you here. I'll tell you exactly what they're called here in a sec. Where the heck is it? Oh, here we go. They're called stepboard skirts. Stepboard skirts is what those. So the stepboard skirts done the same color. Once I get the interior in permanently, I can get those glued on and call that good. So, really, other than that, for the most part, I had a little trouble with this build. What did annoy me was, I'm trying to remember what was the worst thing on this. I want to say one of the things that I had troubles with was getting those rear shocks on. They're just not made very well, but I got them the best I could. They look good. So I'm trying to think if there was anything else that gave me issues. I think I was having issues with the tires when I was gluing them on or something like that. But yeah, you know, it's an older AMT kit, so you're going to have problems, you know, that, you know, you got to do a lot of work to these older AMT kits. First generation 359, as we all know, that's the first one I did almost 2 years ago in the Lagoon Blue by Rust-Oleum. So that one gave me little problems at all. This one went together pretty well compared to the one I'm doing now. So yeah, so that's the gist of everything. Next up is to get everything in final assembly, and then we'll of course do the final reveal, and I think you guys will be pretty happy about that. I think you guys will enjoy it. So I know you guys will enjoy this. So yeah, until once I get that done, we'll do the final reveal, and we'll see you next video. Thanks for watching.